Hit that like and subscribe button for the coolest tech memes in the world.
Medusa meeting Dwayne Johnson for the first time. Medusa, staring at him real hard. Are you ducking kidding me? I completely missed the joke about him being The Rock. I just thought Medusa wouldn't be able to turn him to stone, because he's too pure and good. I'm a complete and utter dumbass who got Dwayne Johnson and John Cena mixed up, so I thought the joke was that Medusa can't see him. Don't judge a book by its cover. Should be updated to don't judge a book by its movie. Percy Jackson fandom crying in the distance. What if instead of calling each other names, we refer to each other by our most dominant feature, like hey nose or hey, too much eyeliner? That's usually called bullying. A few days ago I was walking past a basketball court and a ball flew at me, and I didn't flinch, caught the ball, threw it back at the guy, responded to his "thanks bro" with a nod. It was like the ghost of some guy named Chad took over me, so I didn't embarrass myself, and Android boy, a bro talked to me today and it caught me off guard, but instead of my voice rising an octave it dropped an octave and I suddenly was effortless speaking bro. Back to him. This resulted in a very positive interaction. Thanks Chad. Reblog to be possessed by good ghost Chad in your hour of need. I feel like everyone worships avocado, and I'm struggling because it just tastes like compressed wet grass lump, but nobody will listen, and I'm all alone in this world. Don't mock my squishy Hulk nuts. This is the worst thing that could have happened to this post. So in my Spanish class the teacher sometimes puts up a sign that says no Ingles, and that means we can't use any English that day in class, and we have like the smartest kid, who is class president, and the teacher asked him something, and he was about to talk in English before the teacher pointed at the sign, so the guy busted out in full German, and the whole class was in stunned silence, and the teacher just gave a heavy sigh and left the room. Concept: woman makes deal with demon to have its child in exchange for eternal life or some Woman then makes deal with witch and offers her firstborn for riches or something. Woman dumps demon baby on witch, absconds with her winnings and leaves witch and demon fighting for custody. Half demon baby grows up learning magic and visiting hell on weekends and every second Christmas. Does the woman act as a sort of vodka aunt who shows up sometimes to teach the child how to work the system? Here you go to me. Have a new Xbox this year. I'm going to teach you the ins and outs of magical tax evasion. She does now. Metal band names be like. Here's a hot freaking take guys, but nobody gets to tell anybody else how they experience themselves. Somebody has a gender you don't understand? Tough. That's how stuff works sometimes. I don't understand French, but the language still exists. This is quite possibly the best thing I have read all year. I'm gonna start slapping bigots in the face with this. One time in freshman history class the teacher asked if we supported women's suffrage. One kid didn't raise his hand because women shouldn't have to suffer. Imagine being him thinking women's suffrage is women suffering, and the entire class raises their hands and just being like, what the duck, guys? My uni students asked me if they had homework for the holidays, and I felt so bad for them and they're tired, dead eyes, that I told them to just mail me pics of their favorite Pokemons. 3 students sent me Digimons. I can't ducking trust them with anything. I give up. Do you ever get so annoyed at everything that you start to get pissed off at even little things, like a spoon clinking against a bowl, or sounds of people talking? I think it's called sensory overload. It's really common in people with anxiety. It can also be a result of sleep deprivation, stress, or ever dehydration. Thanks, I thought I was just a bitch. Today my psych professor said, you'll never truly know someone well enough to marry until you've seen them struggle financially, grieve a lost one, or witness them while they're sick. And that just hit really deep. Truly amazing advice. First date ideas: freeze their assets, kill one of their loved ones, poison their ducking dinner. Just heard my roommate yell, "You used me," from the living room and am sitting here like. 2 seconds later my rat comes running into my room holding a french fry in his little baby mouth. Palace cats and Tibetan foxes being enemies is so supremely excellent. I cannot think of two better animals to face off. They are just perfect. Hate the look of a helmet, but still want to be safe. For a limited time you can have your whole head printed on your helmet. Call now. Call now.
Yeah, less stress, let your mind be free. Shift when the fog lift, you can finally see. There's a feedback loop that delay like an echo. Tune your frequency up and let go. Loud and clear is how you need to hear. And reason disappear when you feed the fear. There's a feedback loop, the warp like distortion.